Guess your stock just went up, Golden Boy. Golden Boy.
Hello, and welcome back to SARS Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big ups to everybody is tuned in nice and early. Big ups to everybody is watching on a replay. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. We're here, man, for the rivals preview for the North London derby. Yeah, this might get a bit mad. It might get a bit mad. Igal, let me know if you want me to send you the link, bro. If you're free, let me know if you want me to send you the link. Yeah, but it might get crazy. The other Spurs rep just arrived as well, right on cue. Yeah, big up everybody. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure to get that done. Matchday Guru, I got you, man. I got you. Let me just invite the people then. Now, first, of course, you know what I mean. I have to invite the. Listen, I'm the host right now. Do you know what I mean? So I'm kind of just playing host right now and just trying to ask questions. I'm gonna try and stay as objective as I can. Do you know what I mean? A little bias might creep in, but it's all good, man, because we got some mad Spurs reps, bro, to come through, bro. Do you know what I mean? And then let me invite them first. Since it is a home game, we are going to the toilet bowl. Big up the toilet bowl. And let me invite them first. And I'm going to start off with a debutant on the channel. First time I got the guy on. Listen, I've been watching this guy for ages. I can't lie. Comedy genius, bro. Yeah. This guy, he knows how to rattle people. That's one thing. And one thing only that he definitely has mastered fully is to rattle everybody that he's on channels with. Yeah. It's an art, bro. It's a true art form. I am bringing on my brother Deji is here for the first time on the channel. Deji, how you doing, my broski? What's going on?
Thank you, my bro. Too kind, and thank you. When I got the kind of invitation to come through, I said, "Yeah, my bro, I am there. Let me know the time." Thank you. It's a pleasure, my bro. And I know we're just gonna get into a great convo, great cooking session today about our clubs. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but no, thank you. Bro. Big up to you.
Yeah, nah, big up to you, my bro. Big up to you. And of course, technically he's a debutant for football content because he actually has been on the channel by watching UFC with me. Yeah, he was on the channel. We were watching UFC, relaxing, you know what I mean, doing the whole thing. So let me welcome my brother from Lahwa. Yeah, he actually changes when he's not on Lahwa, guys. He actually changes and becomes a bit more objective when he's actually on other channels. So you might see a different Jacob today, but it's Jacob from United Spurs of America, mate. What's going on, mate?
First of all, assalamu alaikum, y'all. And
Walaikum assalam.
second of all, I do not change. It's just, when Michael Phelps is in water, he gonna swim. That's as simple as it is. When Michael Phelps is at a business meeting, Michael Phelps is a businessman. But when you put him in the water, what's he gonna do best? Flap like a fish, baby, and that's what I do. You put me in El Ahwa, now I'm in my element. That's what happens. You put me in goal, you put me in between the sticks, I'm in my element. You let me play striker, you don't know what you're gonna get. So that's what I'll say about my performances. You don't know what you're gonna get. Quite honestly, It really depends on my mood.
The Michael Phelps thing is the funniest shit I ever had. Man said, Michael Phelps, when you put him in the water, bro, he gotta swim, bro. And that's what I'm doing,
dog.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Backstroke, yeah. You know, everything, bro.
Big up Deji, man. Deji, my bro. I told him yesterday, this guy, he needs to be studied in regards to how quickly he became my favorite Spurs content creator, because I just can't get enough of the guy. I love the way he reps my club. Love the way he reps it.
Jacob, same, man. I've been watching you, following you. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm just so pleased that we finally connected. one of my favorite content creator representing my club.
Come
You know
on.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With this,
Yeah. Come on.
with
Okay,
seeing
guys.
around.
See,
So,
Saad messed up. He put us
Guys,
both out here.
guys.
That is his fault.
Don't worry, because I'm simply the host here, yeah. So I'm not really doing too much. I already fought you already on the Lahwa, bro. We already had our one-on-one, but
Bro.
now you have to fight two guys. Do you know what I mean? Now
Yeah,
go ahead,
man.
Deji.
Respond to Red Bull Vodka. So Red Bull Vodka said, "Damn, Deji is on every channel. He's trying to make them
Yes.
$1 bills."
I
Let me
wish
tell you,
everybody paid him for his appearances.
I love my club so much that man's out there doing it for free. I hate Arsenal. So if I get an invite on our Arsenal channel, guess what? Me there. So you get a good chopping and you get an understanding why I think we're gonna slap you brothers up this weekend. That's why I'm going around doing the rounds, and I ain't gonna stop. And I will have the same energy before the game. And I'll have the same energy.
Come on, Deji. Come on.
La ilaha illallah. Hey, listen, big up to you guys, man. Of course, except for the club you support, we're not bigging up Spurs, but big up to you guys as individuals. But I thought, you know what? I got two heavy hitters from the Spurs fan base. You know what I mean? Let's bring some heavy hitters from my side, bro, because these two guys, they will be able to hold their own, man. So first, I'd like to introduce my Maghribi brother, of course. He's part of the furniture here at SARS Football Corner. Ash is in the building. How you doing, Ash? Man?
Hey.
What's going on?
Big up, my brother. Big up, Saad. Big up, Jacob. Big up, Deji. It's nice to be here. Like I've been here so often that the introductions I get are nowhere close. Like I heard the introduction you gave Deji and Jacob. I'm like, bruh, my introductions are trash, bruh. But it is what.
There you are. There you
Now
are.
I'm big up. Like
You can't introduce a man when they're family. You know what I mean? We're the
I'm
guests. I
kidding.
see you here all the time. So
I'm kidding, bro. Like, no, I watch both of them. Great content creators, definitely for sure. I don't like their club, but definitely love their shows. Yeah, man, excited. Let's get to it. This is incredible.
see, I've got Win the Dog, so you've got to like my channel, even
Oh,
if you
stop.
don't like Spurs. You know.
You know what? When all I'm gonna say is when Jacob loses, when Spurs lose, bro, that dog is iconic, bro. The looks, you know what I mean? The kind of looks at the camera, it's iconic, bro. It's iconic, bro. It's iconic.
Yeah.
Jacob's just roasting his team, yeah, and the dog's just like, yeah, I don't need to worry about
It's
that.
like this is every week,
Bro.
This is
You know what I
every week.
mean? This just happens, bro.
He's used
You know,
to
I
it.
just sit in the back. I just sit in the back, bro. I just sit in the back. But last but not least, let me bring on the other Arsenal fan who is going to be repping the cannon, and he's got it on his chest, mate. It's none
heavyweight
other than the main man himself. Half-time Hooks is in the building. Yeah.
The greatest gooner that ever did done live on this planet. You get me? So yeah, no, a pleasure to be here. You know, got enough love for my brother Saad, enough love for my brother Ash, and you know, my brother Deji. I can't lie. I, even though you done that Spurs shirt, yeah, I still think you're the funniest guy on YouTube. So I give you that. Yeah, and Jacob, my bro from America, you know, funny guy as well.
Excellent.
But here's the predicament that I'm in. So, correct me if I'm wrong, Jacob. Yeah, you're from a lovely place called Dallas, right?
Originally, yes.
Originally from a lovely place called Dallas, yeah. And Deji, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're from a lovely place in North London, right?
Yeah, straight.
Yeah. So here's the problem I have here. Two nice guys. One comes from the place in America that I'm from, and the other comes from the place in North London that I'm from.
That's
But you
crazy.
both support the wrong team. You both just support them.
That's
It's
crazy.
just- yeah,
Sounds
it's
like
crazy.
those around you made wise choices. You, however, strayed away from the path. But my brother, I'm here to help deliver you into the light. I'm sure Deji would help guide you in that manner. He walks in the same light as I do, so we can guide you there, my friend. It's okay. I always say this about Arsenal fans. I've met many people who are really, really great people down to their core and their heart. They just make really, really bad and poor decisions in life. And, you know, that's like Arsenal fans, like Saad and you too, halftime crooks. And very nice to meet you, Ash. I'm sure we'll be the greatest of friends by the end of this show.
Yeah.
See, it's funny, Jacob, that you talk about the light, yeah, because I call Tottenham fans Bane, because they were all born in the darkness, innit? So
That is actually fucking good, bro.
they were all born in the darkness.
That's funny. Let's get
But
into
anyway, listen. I guess we might as well get into it. And I can't lie. Before I let freaking Ash and Hooks off the leash, I need them to hear what you guys have got to say. And I can't lie, as the full debutant, Deji, I think you have to do the honors and you have to go first. Let us know what your thoughts are about Arsenal, about Tottenham, start of the season, and let us know what your thoughts are on this game, especially.
Yeah, calm. I'm gonna take a couple of minutes though to do that.
Yeah,
And,
calm,
and I
calm.
won't stutter. So look, as for Arsenal so far this season, I think you man have been pretty dusty by your own standards. Let me explain why. You beat a Wolves team that doesn't eat meat. You huffed and puffed and got it over the line against Villa. But let's be real, if Ollie Watkins was worth half his weight in gold, he bangs two. You probably lose that game. At most, you get a draw. And then you were quite fortunate to get away with a draw against Brighton. So all intents and purposes, Arsenal haven't been great, but you've managed to squeeze out 7 points. And I think that is concerning because for me, it shows that there's cracks. A lot of Arsenal fans, when I watched Arsenal of last year, one of the things that I would say is that defensively, you were imperious. You know what I mean? You were like the Roman guards, strong. You guys have only conceded one goal, but you have been got at. Just that the teams you've played against just haven't finished off their dinner. When you come up against proper teams that can finish, that's when I think we will start to see those cracks get wide open and you man will get slapped up. The thing is with my club is that we've been the opposite. The opposite being that actually Tottenham has played good football. We've done domination in the location, flip-flapped a lot of teams, reduced teams to, 3 or 4 chances in a 90-minute game. But unfortunately, we just ain't got the points. So a lot of people look at the points and make it seem like Tottenham's rubbish or playing crap. No, we haven't. And the analogy I will use is if you've got a striker that's getting into the right positions in the box, you don't worry because sooner or later, because they're getting in the right position, they will bang. Tottenham are getting in the right position. They're doing the right things. We just haven't banged. But that's coming. And I believe that's going to come this weekend. So in terms of football, I would rather be where Tottenham is than where Arsenal is. A lot of Arsenal fans will say, well, isn't that the measure of a good team? You can still get the results and not win. Yes, that's very possible. C'est possible. Yes, I'll speak French on that. But the opposite is also true. You could have just been fortunate. You could have just been lucky. And that's why you are where you are. So if I was an Arsenal fan, I wouldn't shake my bum. And I definitely wouldn't be shaking my bum violently. So in terms of this weekend, we already know Wagwan. Arsenal fans will say, so I watched Arsenal concede possession to 2 teams last season, Man City and Spurs. I've played football. Looking at the panel, you've all played football. It's very difficult for a footballing team to concede possession. The only reason why you concede possession is because you've come up against a team that is better. They're better on the ball in terms of their manipulation of the ball and the way that they play. So Arsenal fans, and including yourselves, are already admitting that in terms of football, Tottenham is a better footballing team. So the question remains, can Tottenham finish off their dinner? Arsenal can't beat Spurs this weekend. Only Spurs can beat Spurs. If we concentrate and finish off our dinner, you man get slapped up. If we have a lapse in concentration, because that's what it's been, a lapse in concentration from Romero in the Leicester game cost us, and it was 1-0. A lapse in concentration in the Newcastle game cost us, and we lost 2-1. Barring
That was
those lapses
Pedro
in
Porro.
concentration,
That one, by the way.
yeah, barring those lapses in concentration, we win. If Tottenham don't have a lapse in concentration, we slap you, man. The last thing I would say is this. Arsenal fans talk about Asgard, no guard, left guard, right guard, vanguard. I don't give a damn what guard. And then in terms of your rice, depending on where you are in the world, is it pilau rice? Is it mullah rice? Is it jollof rice? Is it white rice even? I don't give a damn if they were going to be on the pitch or not. The beating would have been the beating. Your team is not that great. Do you get what I'm saying? Your left-hand side is non-existent. So for me, the fact that Asgard is not available and Mullah Rice is not available means that it's imperative that Tottenham do their thing. Am I worried? Hell no. Am I ready? Yes. And after today, I'm glad it's Friday because after this show, I ain't doing no more talking. The talking is going to be left to my club on the pitch. So I don't see anything else but a Tottenham win. And for me, if Arsenal don't get their act together, let's not talk about second, you know. Let's not talk about the league. You'd be lucky to be in the top 4 still if you don't sort out those cracks. And that's what I'm seeing right now.
That was a lot. There was a lot said. And you know what,
You were taking
Jacob?
notes, I saw a pencil
Jacob,
moving.
yeah, you know what,
Were you writing
Jacob.
things down?
The thing is, I have to because I was gonna let both of you speak before the Arsenal fans speak. He said a lot, and
Yeah.
Ash's face was just like,
I'm going to say this. There's only
Do you know what I
one
mean?
thing I would defer. I would endorse, so to speak. The presidential campaign's coming up in America, so that's a word I'm going to use right now. With Deji, I would endorse everything he said. The only part that I would provide any drawback would be the blaming of, well, obviously, the world's best center back in the world.
Yeah.
That is Christian Cuti Romero.
Yeah.
The world's best. Now, don't ask me who the world's best is. You ask the guy who's been the best player since you've been breathing, and that's Lionel Messi, and he'll tell you it's Christian Romero. So I take his
Zidane
opinion
said Scholes
over
is the
my
best
opinion.
midfielder of all time. Is Zidane right?
He could be.
Is it-
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't
of
play
course.
against Skulls,
Okay.
but there's a chance that that's right. You know, but Messi out and out. Hey, there's no mistaking. He's the world's best since I've been breathing on God's green
I
earth.
agree.
And you know, he said it. I'm just going off of, hey, I'll ask you this, Ash. If you own your own home and you got like an oven that goes out, you call a guy that specializes in ovens and appliances, and he knows how to fix that kind of thing. And I, as a person who does not specialize in that kind of thing, would defer my opinion when they say, I think this or this is the best machine on the market. Now, when Lionel Messi says it about Christian Romero, I say, okay, sir, you are the expert. I am just the viewer, the fan, the consumer. So I'm going to listen to him on that. That's just my opinion. We could talk about everything in regards to turning off, turning this. No, it's because everybody else wasn't listening to him. That's my stance officially. When it comes to Newcastle, if you watch the line, Joel Linton's breaking pass. This is a fight that I have every week with Spurs fans, whether it be Ainge, whether it be Romero, whether it be Son. Everybody be talking, and I always gotta. I felt like I started the Cuti Romero Club because there was a certain summer, a lot of Spurs content creators, not any here, but there was Spurs content creators saying, I would sell Cuti, I would sell Son for both 45 million apiece if Real Madrid or anyone comes knocking. And I found that blasphemous. I found it slanderous and treasonous, quite frankly. So I took the stance of, I'm going to find reasons why they are actually defendable. And then Romero had arguably his best Premier League season thus far and was comparable to Van Dijk and, in my opinion, above Saliba. It's not even a comparison, in my opinion, but we can go there another day. I'll save that. But
even the way you just went, it means you don't believe it. Truly, he was like, that was a bit of madness that I said there, but you know, what I mean, let's ride with it, bro.
No, I'm watching myself because I actually didn't refer to him with a childish name because this is my first time meeting Ash. I don't want him to think that I'm just purely banter. Because if I said dog saliva to him, you'd be like, "What did he referring to?" You would know, but Saad would know. I'm referring to dog saliva, the guy who could barely get a French cap this summer. Which couldn't be my
Sophisticated as
center
the
back.
joke. Sophisticated as the joke was, I think I would have understood it as well, Jacob, but it's okay.
Well, you know, it's pretty up there. And we talk about echelons of tears and comedy. Someone put that, you know, that's just me. I'm a Jim Carrey fan myself. Again, back to Christian Romero, the world's best. That's the only thing that I would defer from Deji on is he was not actually at fault. You look at the goals that we conceded versus Leicester. To me, that was Pedro Porro deciding that I think João Felix's girl was in the stands and he caught a whiff of that and he got distracted. I don't know. He turned off for a second. Now Romero's tracking back from a position in which he was attacking, and we saw that happen now, I think, twice this season on the conceded goals. I've seen a lot of Spurs fans saying that he's been at fault for all three of our goals. I would disagree, not only casually, but vehemently with that notion. But everything else, Deji said, 100% spot on. Domination in every single location. Doesn't matter if it's the Moon, the parking lot, Tottenham Hotspur pitch, in between the chalk lines. We're bringing it to him.
That's right. That's
So,
my
guy,
guy right
man.
there.
Hey,
Yeah,
you know what?
in the building.
I can't lie.
Yeah.
I can't lie. When Jacob said domination in the location, I can't lie.
I
Big up
wanted
you,
to
man.
put, but
Big up
that's
to you, man.
yeah.
You're
Hey,
you're evolving, bro. You're evolving, man. You like to see it, bro. As a fellow friend, you like to see them evolve, bro. Ash, listen, man. You heard a lot of the stuff there, and you were being patient, bro. I could see him holding back. So,
Yeah, you
brother,
gotta respect, man.
حبيبي قتلهم يلا سير ندير.
Look, I think you're not the best host, Saad, honestly, because it's not fair for you to let them to go first, to give us ammunition to cook the hell out of them. Like, look, I like the man them; they're funny, amazing
No,
content
but they
creators.
no they
But
listen.
you let
These
them
two
go
are gas.
first, and they
No,
dug their own
but
grave.
you
can't-
do
you
you know
can't-
what? This is the thing, Ash. You don't understand. They are confident in their team, so I had to
Yeah,
let
I
them
love
be
it. I love
confident.
it. I love
It's not
I
like
love it.
these guys are just like wary Spurs fans who were like, oh, you know, I think we might lose. The team is still very good. They're confident Spurs fans. You know
Ash,
what
let
I
me
mean?
help you, bro,
So-
because I know we're just meeting. There's nothing you can say. So you might as well say your piece, but know that Jacob and I were coming at you. That is as
I w-
friendly as it gets.
I
We're
welcome
coming-
it.
We are coming for you.
Cool.
You might as well
Like how
get back.
Spurs came for us last 2 seasons. But I'll start on a couple of things. Yeah. First of all, that cheeky dig, a cheeky remark that Jacob. This is how you know these guys are celebrities, because I remember all the things. You know their catchphrases like "my club" and Cuti Romero said Messi said Cuti Romero is the best. A funny thing is, like, Messi also in 2019 said we're definitely going to win the Champions League next season. Barca fans, I promise you, went and got slapped up 8-2 next season. So maybe Messi doesn't know everything there is to know.
maybe he's
about
not a good
football.
bet. Yeah, he probably can't bet very well. That could
Maybe
be
he
true.
was just backing his national teammate. Maybe that's that. But yeah, look, couple of points. I mean, obviously, Deji mentioned Arsenal started bad this season. We didn't start the best. It's funny how many people were saying the same thing about us last season, Saad and Hooks. You guys remember the first half? We were absolute shit. We're not playing the best football. This is not going to last. Deji, again, being a celebrity, I remember what he said in the shows last season that I watched. Up until April, Deji was speaking with chest about how they're going to finish above Arsenal and how Deji is going to end. His club is going to play a big part in deciding Liverpool, City, and Arsenal's fate.
Wait,
3 months later,
Ash.
guess what?
Wait, Ash.
3 months later, guess what happens? They lose every single one of those 3 games. So they play no part in deciding the title. Right?
Wait, Ash,
That's what I'm
Ash.
telling you. You're at a disadvantage because you're a celebrity. People know what you've said. I'm a nobody. Nobody knows what I've said. So I can hide under the closet. Nobody knows what the hell is going on. Sorry, Hooks, go on, and then I'll finish.
The actual term he used is we are going to slap up the Three Musketeers. And
Damn.
And
Man,
he also
like this.
had to apologize to me for such heinous criminal words that he said about slapping up Arsenal. So yeah, it's nice that you remember that. It's nice that you remember.
Okay, I'll qualify. I can qualify that, but I'll allow Ash to continue.
Yeah. So I'll let you come in, Deji. So that's one. So we started shaky last season. For half a season, according to most people, figuring out our midfield, experimenting horribly, playing Havertz in the mid. Somehow we still finished with 89 points, broke our record for most goals, challenged till the very last day of the game of the season for the Premier League. You also spoke about Spurs are playing better. I actually think Spurs started a lot better last season, right? They started incredibly well last season and then collapsed tremendously in the second half. This season, it's worse because you didn't start the best, right? You didn't start great against Leicester. You didn't. Sorry, I don't want to cut you. You want to say something?
No, points wise, we haven't started. We started better, but if Tottenham fans are honest, we've been lucky. A bit like you guys this season, we were lucky in a couple of those games. That's why I meant about
Very
the
true.
But here's the thing.
Brentford and Man United in the first 2 matches of last season, there was 2 chances for each team in each of those matches where we could have conceded. We got lucky that it was donkeys in front of net or it hit the side of the post. Luton Town was a part of that 10-game undefeated run. That was another one. Elijah Adebayo had 90% of the net to hit, and he hit the damn post.
But
so we got lucky in a lot of that.
But that's where I disagree with you guys, because genuinely, obviously, I don't watch as many Spurs games as you guys do, but majority of the games you guys played last season, you concede a lot of chances because of the way you play football, which is fair. I like that Postecoglou is resting on his laurels. He's like, I am going to play that game no matter what kind of team we're facing. The plan B is to do plan A better. Oh, yada yada. Fair enough, right? I don't think that works with a team like Spurs. No offense. I think it works with a Bayern or a Barcelona or a Madrid or a City or Liverpool. I don't think it works with I definitely don't think it works with Tottenham, and we've seen the evidence of it. One defender goes out injured and suddenly, well, we don't have Mickey van de Ven. Like, how will we play the high line? Yeah, but then your manager decided to play that anyway.
Dragusin at that point.
Yeah, but I don't think Dragusin does. If Mickey van de Ven plays against Newcastle, you don't concede the second goal. Right, so it doesn't matter if Dragusin is there because Mickey van de Ven catches Jacob Murphy. You also mentioned our defense is shaky when we haven't conceded a single goal until after that stupid red card. That's when Joao Pedro scored, and it took them 10 minutes to score that when we were actually playing an open game. The moment we said, hey, shit, let's not lose this game, we started playing defensive, and they couldn't get a sniff after that.
You don't think the chances that Aston Villa had were legit chances, no?
No, because last season we played Aston Villa at their ground, and they ripped us apart in the first 10 minutes. Could have been 2-3 up. We also played against Wolves at home last season. Cunha scored, and they could have scored another goal before that as well. This season, they didn't. They barely sniffed some chances. You also spoke about possession football and said possession football. I don't know I'm just paraphrasing. Is evidence of a team that plays well. Couple of seasons ago, Saad and Hooks, you can remind me if I'm wrong here. Did we not have the record possession against any Pep team in history? 64%. What happened that game? We got slapped up 3-1. So possession football, Deji, means nothing, as you have seen against Newcastle, if you don't end up winning your games. You also mentioned a lapse in concentration. Like you guys had lapse in concentration. You guys have lapse in concentration in many, many games. Again, I referenced the Newcastle game where I thought you guys were a much better team. At 1-1, I never once thought Newcastle would come back. But because of lapses of concentration, which happened frequently with Spurs, that ended up happening, which is very, very plausible for it to happen again this coming Sunday. And the last thing is...
sorry, finish the last thing, sorry.
Yeah, that's the last point. Sorry, I know I went on ramble. My bad, guys. The last point, you've mentioned Spurs can only lose if Spurs mess this up, right? I genuinely, and I'm not saying this just to argue back, I genuinely believe the only way Spurs win this game is if Arsenal don't show up. Because even with the injuries we have right now, or the absentees, let's say, with Rice and Odegaard and obviously Moreno, who's not kicked the ball yet, but we know he's coming in to be a starter. I don't know if Calafiori is back fit or not. Even with these absentees, outside Son and Bissouma, just because we have Jorginho, and I rate Bissouma higher than Jorginho, and maybe Maddison, because Odegaard is not there, there's not a single Spurs player that I would put in this Arsenal lineup. I'm talking about the guys who are going to play on Sunday.
That's madness.
Not a single one, because you don't get into our back line.
We're going to get to that.
You don't
get into our back line.
Udogie gets in, Van de Ven gets in.
Udogie 100%. One sec. Udogie 100% doesn't get in ahead of Timber because Timber is a better dribbler. Timber can play as a centre back. He's a much better defender. He's better on the ball.
And what's the game footage in the Premier League of Jurrien Timber that I can reference? Are we talking about the Eredivisie? Because Troy Parrott plays in the Eredivisie. Do I rate Troy Parrott? No.
You know why that
what are we
doesn't
talking
matter?
about? We're talking about, look at what he did with Ajax, the best team, the monopolized team in the Eredivisie. Let's do that, with Jurrien Timber. Is that fair, this conversation?
Jacob, I'm answering you, not Ajax.
Darwin Núñez, best striker in the league. Look what he did at Benfica. What are we doing?
Not Ajax. I'm using your same metric.
Look what he did at Benfica. He almost broke European records.
One sec, Jacob. Jacob, remember again, the issue you and Deji have, as I said, is you guys are celebrities who have been quoted on saying shit, right? Last season, after the Arsenal Spurs game, which was only the fourth game of the season, you guys came with just about Udogie. He shut down Saka when it was only 4 games. When it was only 4 games. We now have, by the way, he didn't because he got
he
a
looked
yellow
in that
card
pocket. He
and
said,
scored 2 goals.
I got my phone.
Timber,
my keys.
so far, one sec,
what's that?
Jacob, one sec.
Oh, it's Bukuku Saka.
If you guys started calling you Doggy, the best left back after 4 games, I think it's fair for us to say Timber is also a better left back than Udogie from just 4 games because we've seen him play 4 games so far for us.
I've watched.
That's kind of crazy.
And the last thing, because you mentioned Mickey van de Ven. Mickey van de Ven was available last season. Gabriel was available last season. Can you guys remind me which of these guys got into the Premier League team of the season? Thank you.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
goodness.
Van
Move on.
de Ven
We're
was
going with the
on-
EA Sports voting. Is that what we're going off of?
Yes,
What
but if they
FIFA
had
is
Madison
voting?
in that
Oh,
team,
all the
if they
little
had
tweeny
Madison in that
bots who buy
team,
FIFA Ultimate Team coins. That's what I'm basing
Fair.
my opinion on.
so if they had Son or Madison, you wouldn't use that in your argument. Is that what you're saying?
Not EAFC, no. If it's the
Okay.
Premier
Alright.
League saying this is our man of the month, I would say yes.
Okay.
Like when Ainge won it 3 months in a row, I held it very proud. I said, "Look at my son,
Ah.
straight A's, first 3 months of the school year."
So you
Talk to
you
me
think
nicely.
Mickey Van de Ven was better than Gabriel last season? Is that what you're saying?
Van de Ven.
When he was available,
until his
yes, I
injury,
think he
better
was.
than Gabriel last season. Up
When he was
until-
eating grass
Outside of that
against
Newcastle game, outside of that
He only had
Newcastle game where he got
had
turned
one
around.
bad game. One bad game.
Hey,
Come on,
it was his first year in the Premier League. Gabriel's been here how many years dancing and
I
looking like a fool?
believe.
Come on,
I
allow
can't
it.
believe he done a front flip, bro. That is crazy, bro.
It wasn't a front flip. It was like a breakdance move. We saw
thing
breakdance
is,
in the Olympics.
I can't lie.
It was similar to like,
Bro,
they won gold with that
listen,
shit. Come on.
I can't lie, yeah. Alexander Isak is a tall guy as well, bro. So it's just it didn't make sense
He's a
the way
great
how he was
striker.
moving
Isak
so
is a
quick,
great striker,
bro.
in my opinion.
And then he just literally did the stanky leg, bro, and just dropped, bro. It was nuts, man. But listen, Ash, I think that was very good, man. You brought up some very good points. Deji, you wanted to rebuttal before I passed it on to Hooks.
Yeah,
I know Hooks has got a
goal.
goal.
So when we're making these predictions, we're making these predictions based on what we see. What we can't, what we are unable to do is tell you what is going to happen. We're not Mystic Meg. We can't predict the future. So, for example, I made a prediction that under Conte, Tottenham could win the league because if Conte had his head right, when we finished fourth that season, the following season, I reckon he could win the league. He could have, but in that season, he lost his friend. He was hardly in the UK. He was
Gallbladder.
Yeah, there was he had operations. He just wasn't
He had to
around.
stay in Italy for
You know
some
what I'm saying?
spleen
So
shit.
those things you can't account for, and that is why Tottenham didn't do what they did. When I said Tottenham will slap up the Three Musketeers, in my general opinion, we would have slapped you guys up. But there was a couple of things that Postecoglou didn't do he did do that he wouldn't do now. For example, Emerson Royale up against Mo Salah. That's just stupid. Ben Davis up
He was
against
a naughty boy for that,
that's
but
just stupid.
you know.
This season,
Hey.
we've already seen that ain't gonna happen. So when I was telling you that last season was very much a test and learn season, it was test and learn. On Sunday, your little star boy, aka Burner Boy, is gonna go up head to head against Udogi. What's he gonna do? He can't outrun him.
Wait.
And he's not stronger than him. So
Wait,
already
Ash.
you're weak.
He
in
can
your
outrun him.
Your strongest position on the pitch.
Wait, Ash, I swear last time when we played them at home, Saka got 2 assists while playing against Udogi.
Bro,
No. He scored a pen. He scored one own. Well, he set up an own goal and he scored.
Yeah,
the
one
penalty.
was a penalty. He set up an own goal. That's what he did.
I mean,
Brennan Johnson to Dan Burn
Udogi
it,
got
and that's
a
what
yellow
we're
card in
praising.
the first 15-20 minutes because he couldn't.
He did what Brennan Johnson did to Dan Burn,
card.
and we're saying good job,
after the yellow
Saka.
card, Saka didn't do nothing.
No, he got an
After the
assist.
yellow card,
he assisted Erdegaard's goal. What are we talking about?
No, that's the 2 seasons ago. That's 2023 when we beat them 2-0. Yeah, I mean we've been beating them 2 seasons in a row, so I understand the mix-up, Hooks. I get why you'd be confused. It's 2 seasons in a row that they couldn't beat us, so I get your confusion. But yeah, that was 2 seasons ago. He assisted Odegaard.
The other thing I'm saying is the fact that you're just overlooking the fact that your defense looks more vulnerable this season than last season. Then you also said something as well, Ash. You said that Tottenham's defense was pretty open, that people were having pop shots at us, which I agree. Last season, people were having pop shots at us. So far this season, Leicester had 3 chances on goal, Everton had none, Newcastle had 4. So defensively, we've improved. What's happened is obviously the goals highlight the mistakes because they're quite obvious, but really and truly, teams are having less chances against our club. So Tottenham has improved and we've increased our domination and our ability to win the ball back. I think everyone's seen the stats on Sky Sports. So there's been an evolution. Remember, we're in a process. I talk about if it's good enough for Arteta, it's good enough for Spurs. You were in this same phase a few seasons ago and you weren't even this good. You guys finished 8th, may I remind you. We won't be finishing 8th this season. So Tottenham are doing what they need to do. The other thing, Ash, that I'm very surprised about your chest is when we look at both our clubs, which club is more Spursy? Tottenham or Arsenal? Because we did the
Obviously
business
Tottenham.
we needed to do to improve and kick on. Can you say with chest, you and halftime hooks, before I hook one of you off at halftime? Can you say with
100%.
chest
Preferably
that
both.
you've improved to get the job done this season?
I mean, if you think I'm bantering, Saad knows. I've had arguments with him in the last 2 streams. I said we're a lot stronger this season because 2 weaknesses that we had last season that cost us in certain games was when we were experimenting in the midfield because Partey was out from the beginning of the season and he kept playing either Havertz there, he tried Vieira there, he tried Trossard there, he tried Smith Rowe, he tried Jorginho, dropped him and brought him back again. We fixed that by getting Moreno. Now, yes, he's injured, unfortunately. Nobody could have foreseen that for 6 weeks, but he will be back in 6 weeks. Partey, I read Martin mentioned the stat last time. I didn't even know this. This is the first time since he's joined us, and he's been available for the first 4 games of the season, which is insane to even think about. That's how bad his availability has been. So we are definitely strong in that weak area. The other weak area we had, which we rotated like 4 different players last season in, was the left back. We've got Timber back this season, and we signed Calafiori.
Oh.
That strengthened that position as well for us. So if you're asking, are we stronger? Logically, how are we not stronger? Even Sterling, who I'm not overwhelmed by, and I said that to Saad, like, I think we should have done a lot better as backup for Saka, but he's a lot better than having Reece Nelson come off. Because last season, when Saka had to be hooked off, we had to bring on Reece Nelson on the right. Now we're bringing on Sterling. So there's no scenario where we're not stronger than last season.
Okay, so you think you can win the league with the business you've done?
Yes, I think we can win the league for sure. I've said that before the summer. I said that before the summer even started, but when we saw the signings, the only thing I told Saad is that if City end up getting some superstar, and when I say superstar, I know there were not many available, but because it's City, they can get anyone. Like if City put a bid for Mbappe, I know he was bound to Madrid. Like I think he would have considered. Maybe he wouldn't have joined. But they didn't do that. I think
City
right now we
would
can
have
win
spent
the
more
league,
money
yes.
if y'all did more business. Personally, I think they saw what y'all did, which was move laterally. Which is, to be fair, I feel like Spurs moved laterally in the transfer market this summer. So you know what?
Can you explain
City
how
said,
did we
"Cool,
move laterally though,
we can
Jacob?
go." The
How do you? Yeah.
the one thing, the Calafiori, you know, granted, I know
Good
he
luck,
became
Jacob. By the way, I've had this argument for hours, so good luck.
Yeah, but he can't prove it though. You have never been able to prove it though. Like if you prove it to me, I'll say
Yeah,
it's fair.
because
could we
listen,
have asked-
you're
gonna
very
be when the
quick.
season,
You're
right?
very quick
The-
with words. So that's your.
I'm very quick with facts. Fair.
No,
I'm
no,
very quick
you're
with
very
facts.
quick with your words and you're sly. You know how to, bro. Listen, I know you, Dash. Don't worry about
So
it.
translation
back.
of Saad, you come back with logical facts that I cannot rebuttal, so I have to give up, right? Because last season when we played Zinchenko as left back and people were crying for it, do you realize Zinchenko now is our 4th choice left back? Behind Tomiyasu, behind Timber, behind Calafiori. Last season when we were begging for Havertz to not play as an 18
Tomiyasu's not
we didn't have
available,
anyone.
so at this point he's third.
No.
You could say,
But he's coming
I
back to
understand
train.
you're
My
saying in
point
the
is,
grand scheme of things, but
Yeah,
you
yeah,
ain't
in the
really
grand
seen
scheme of
that
things,
man.
obviously.
Emerson Royale's played more matches than that man, and they were both signed around the same time, if I'm not mistaken.
But Jacob,
he don't even
towards
play
the
for us
business
no
end
more.
of the season, towards the business end of the season, which is when everyone criticizes Arsenal, when everyone says Arsenal doesn't show up, he was there in almost all the games we played towards the last 10 games, and he was starting as a left back for us ahead of Zinchenko. My point is, even Tomiyasu
He helped y'all lift
is
your
below
armpits
the
out
pecking
there, huh?
order. Yeah, but even Tomiyasu is below the
But-
pecking order. We have Calafiori and Timber now.
The only thing I don't understand, Ash, and the bit that you've skillfully done, and obviously having met you tonight, I can see that you're learned and that you're a solicitor in your day job, is that when we played you at the Emirates, would you agree that we were the better team? I just need to
you
hear
were the better team.
And then
100%.
when you came to our gaff, even though you had a fantastic start, you didn't end the game well, and that could have easily been a draw. Remember, Van der Ven
yes,
had an offside that was ruled off. That was an onside that was ruled off for offside.
No, it wasn't onside. Onside and offside is not subjective.
But
Like, there's a
also-
line drawn.
But also, you played an inferior Spurs team and you huffed and puffed and only won 3-2. Because look, Ben Davis, we all knew, and Højbjerg. When we saw the starting lineup, Jacob was like, what the hell? Watch his watch along. Watch mine. I'm like, what the hell's going on? You know, we could already see the weak errors. Those errors have been removed. Højbjerg
Was
is
the
no longer at the
Spurs-
club.
Was the
And-
Spurs team at the Emirates inferior as well? Or was that not your good
But
team?
that team should have won. You admitted it. That team
Mickey
No,
Van
no,
de
no,
Beek
I
was
didn't
making
admit
his
it.
what,
I
fourth
said they were
Premier League
better. I didn't
start
say
in
they
his
were-
Yeah, but
lifetime?
we
No,
were better than Arsenal, no?
But you didn't deserve to win though, because we gifted you the
we were
second
better than
goal.
you, but we were
We
better than
gifted
you.
you the second. That doesn't
we
mean you
were
deserve
better.
to win. You were better, but you didn't do enough to win.
But you said we were better.
But you didn't deserve to win.
We
Yeah,
were
you were better, but you didn't
All
deserve to
right,
win.
so
Correct.
I just take we were better. That's me. I'm a football guy. I love the game. I love the art of the game. I take we were better. So for me, what we saw with Tottenham was that we saw that our manager didn't make some necessary adjustments. And even under Arteta, we saw the same thing. In the second season, Arsenal were getting pumped. Arsenal fans were going mad. And then in season 3, season 4, that's when Arteta started to make the necessary adjustments. We're in season 2 of our phase. So yes, you're right. We're not going to be 100% perfect, but looking at the way that we're playing football, looking at the improvements from last season to this season, you can see that Tottenham is going in the right direction. We don't need a Harry Kane. Had we had Harry Kane, we would be having a different conversation. What we needed was a half-decent striker because Richarlison was missing sitters. And that's the reason why we brought in Solanke. We're not looking for a Lewandowski or Kane of that level, just someone who's half-decent that can put the ball in the back of the net. Even a Callum Wilson.
And press from the front.
Yeah, and press from the front. So for me,
yes,
looking at all of that information and with the way that Arsenal play, we already know that your left-hand side is non-existent until half-time. I say non-existent until half-time because if Martinelli starts, we don't even have to worry about him.
No, Trossard.
If Trossard starts, he's a little bit like Brennan Johnson. He's not a good starter. He's more effective coming on than he is starting the game for Arsenal. So again, that left-hand side is rubbish. The main side is your right-hand side. Now, even let's be real. Because when you talk about Asgard and Rice, we're talking about last season. Declan hasn't done anything special so far this season. And Asgard definitely hasn't done anything this season. So even if they played, what difference would it have made? What is the difference if you know the song by Genuine? And then we look at your defense. Your defense, though, has been solid. But I'm saying to you that you guys have been fortunate that you've only conceded 1 goal. You could easily, at this stage, have conceded 4. And all I need to hear from you, Ash, is again an acknowledgement that, yes, we could have conceded 4, but we've conceded 1. And that is the difference.
We couldn't have conceded
last season. Bro, you could have conceded 2 goals to Villa. True or false?
1 goal to Villa. But I know.
Thank you, Hooks. I needed you. I'm going to try and...
I don't know why I have to keep on explaining. I've had to explain this to so many Tottenham fans this week. We do not live in the Marvel multiverse. I don't want to hear about we shoulda, coulda, woulda conceded XYZ if XYZ happens because we don't live in Earth 5. We live in this reality where we was able to keep 2 clean sheets and we only conceded 1 goal against Brighton because we had 10 men. While we had 11 men, we didn't concede anything. So all this talk about our defense has got worse is to me is mind-boggling because literally Arsenal have conceded 1 goal and people are losing their minds. This is what people are losing their minds. People are saying to me, "Oh, your defense is bad. The only reason you kept clean sheets is because of Wright." But then I asked them, outside of the 2 Watkins chances, what big chances did Aston Villa create against Arsenal?
We can say the same about Newcastle and Leicester. They were just fortunate that they got it in. Had they missed, we'd be singing a different song.
But here's the difference. I don't talk about the non-reality. I don't talk about the Doctor Strange. I talk about what did happen. And what did happen is you lost to Newcastle because they scored 2 goals against you. Wait, you didn't even score 1 because they scored in their own goal.
Their own goal, Dan Burn. Dan
Burn.
Or Ash and Hooks.
Ash
and Hooks. What you guys need to do is try not to. I need you guys to listen with intent. Yeah. So what I need you guys to do is perceive positive intent rather than negativity that's coming out of my mouth. Jacob and I, we've come on this show to help you guys. If you guys are doing your little Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder little movements, then what we're going to tell you is, I told you so. There are cracks that you guys are refusing to see. In fact, you're going as far, I would call it cognitive dissonance. It's right in your face. You can see it, but you don't want to believe it, and that's totally fine. If that's what you guys want to do, you keep on doing that. But I can tell you this: that can only go on for so long. Do you get what I'm saying? And this weekend, when you play my club, that's when we're gonna see if Arsenal's really legit. The fact that Arsenal concede ball possession to Tottenham Hotspur, and you try to couch that as adaptation. In the Newcastle game, Ash, because that was the reason you tried to give. Tottenham had 4 chances they should have buried. I know it's if woulda, shoulda, coulda, but the point being, if Tottenham
You don't get that against Arsenal.
listen, if Tottenham finished those chances, does Newcastle's low block, did it work? If you sit back against Tottenham and we take our chances, you're in trouble. Let me tell you now this. The only way you can beat Tottenham is to outball Tottenham. If you sit back, you will get punished. And then
Incorrect.
I'm going to come back on this show
Incorrect.
and I will tell you what I told you so.
Exactly, it's extremely incorrect. The best way to beat Tottenham is to let them play the high line and play the ball behind.
Wait, wait, because I need to go. Yeah, I need to go. So let me just quickly say this. Yeah, you're incorrect. You know why you're incorrect? Because we actually beat you the last time we played you at your ground by letting you have the possession and then breaking on the counter.
Exactly.
It's a different team, bro.
With Emerson Royale and Ben Davies, you're right. You're right. With Emerson Royale and Ben Davies, congratulations. You could take care of a Welsh national and a guy who's getting run out of Milan. Really proud of you guys.
That's all well and good, but like I said, I only deal with the reality, yeah, and that was the reality. Yeah. Now,
yeah, and you're also propping up a victory in which you scored an own goal, yet you're trying to take the piss out of our own goal. So if you're gonna live in reality, live in the reality in which you judge both on the same basis.
Whoa. Hold up. Wait a minute. Relax. Cool. So, yes, you did score an own goal, but we still beat you. That's the reality.
Cheerleader routine.
So now, before I leave, I'm gonna bless you with a little comment and a prediction. Yeah. So
Yes,
I have lived in North London for 30 years. Yeah. For 30 years, I have been a follower of Arsenal.
Damn, you old.
For 30 years, I have not feared Tottenham once in my life. Have not feared Tottenham.
That's because you ain't got a spider.
In my life. Every single game that has been Arsenal versus Spurs, I have always predicted a W. God strike me down if I am lying. Do you know why? You man are the little bros. You man are the man that when you're at the family functions, you want to be chilling with all the
just not in Europe, huh?
But you can't. But you can't.
Just not in Europe.
Look, I'm not
Even in Europe
gonna,
right now.
I'm not gonna lie, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but it's very.
So what does that make
worrying.
y'all in Europe?
It's
If
very
we're the little
worrying,
bros,
because
which I'm fine being little bros in Europe.
When you said
What does that make
you
y'all?
weren't worried,
Non-existent? The fucking dried up sock in the corner of the room? What are we talking about?
We have a couple in our cup.
When Hook said that he wasn't worried and he grew up in North London, two things came to mind. You either don't have any spider sense or you're not streetwise.
What?
That's really what came to mind in my opinion.
You know what's funny as well, then?
Just keep it real, bro.
My grandma lived on the road of your stadium. I used to sit in the living room and see all you chumps when you play games walking down that road to the stadium. And when you man lost, all the sad faces, all the tears. I saw it all live in the flesh.
Hey.
And I need to leave, so I'm going to leave you with this. Arsenal are going to win 3-0. We're keeping a clean sheet at your ground because you are not scoring against us. So I say that with chest.
Beautiful.
I say that with
48
chest.
minutes. Mark it down. Let me write that down in my notes because I've been writing funny notes of all of you Arsenal guys all week. Sod, you already know that. Let me go ahead and make sure I copy this YouTube link. So
He's clipped us so many times, bro.
We have
I'm just like Santa Claus taking my notes.
Hooks,
Write my
we have-
names down.
On the other hand, Jacob, we have taken no notes of what you've said because nothing is going to come through. Nothing is going to come true. We're going to see you on Sunday, hopefully.
No, that's true. That's fine.
And then you're going to
because I
come and
actually
say,
do have to
QT
go, so
Romero,
hopefully I
yeah,
do
the
get a
red
chance
card
to
of
speak.
QT Romero was,
Okay.
it happens. You doggy got cooked by Saka, but, it is what it is. Like, we'll see obviously how it goes. The funny thing is, I'll just say this, Jacob, before you go. Like, I love the fact that it's come to a situation now because a couple of years ago, fair enough, you guys were better than us. You finished above us, I think, a couple of seasons in a row. I love the fact that now it's come to a situation where a failure for us is if we don't win the league. A failure for you guys is what if you don't finish top 6, top 7, maybe like it's
No,
different
it's
levels.
failure for Spurs if we don't get top 4. We're
Wow.
expecting top 4.
But
this
you
season.
won't get top 4 though.
But can I also say something, Ash? Listen to this.
I love
And
this.
I
I love
think-
no, hang on, real quick, Deji, because I do
I
have
can't
to
lie,
go.
after this,
But I need.
I have to go to the super chats as well. And Jacob, I can't lie, there's one addressing you, bro. There's one
Okay,
addressing you.
just let me say this, then you can go to the super chats because he does. This is very nice of Ash, and I don't know if Deji's shaking the cage enough. Now the bird's gonna squawk at any old thing he sees walk past the window, because that's what I just heard. So first you were dealing in facts. Oh, I deal in facts and I deal in truth. I say, okay, this is a fact teller. I deal with lots of y'all. Oh, I'm the one true Jim Jones. I'm the David Koresh. No, listen to my truth. I love it because then you said something that is absolutely not a fucking fact that you just love to pass off. You do the whole I am a salesman, but you live out of your car, because what you did was you just said,
Nice.
but you won't make top 4. How do you know? You don't.
Yeah,
You're talking out
that's
your
an
ass. That's your
opinion. Yeah, that's
prediction.
an
That's your
opinion.
assumption. Just like Lionel Messi got it wrong that he was going to win Champions League whatever year you wanted to. He got it wrong. Humans get it wrong. That's my point. Just like you
Like
you
he's
don't
wrong
know.
about
But
Romero.
I deal in facts. And then you say an absolute that you don't fucking know. That's the shit that really bugs me.
No,
because
that-
people
that-
always want to pass off. Just hang on.
That-
People
that-
always want to pass off their
that-
shit like,
that-
oh yeah, no matter what I say, it's going to be true because past history. You're talking about last year. Last year's irrelevant. You're talking about this year. That is what is relevant. What y'all have done this year. I take note of that. Okay, perfect. Y'all conceded 1 goal after 1 red card. Beautiful. That's fucking changing on Sunday. Whether we win or lose, it's changing. Now you can say absolutes. They're just
that a fact?
predictions, and that's cool. We all here shooting the shit. Hooks is up here lying his ass off talking about 3-0. We ain't gonna score against him. Now I know that's a damn lie. Now I could be wrong, but I know it's a damn lie. So
You
what
don't
is
know it's a lie,
absolute?
then.
What is truth? I'm gonna leave you with that thought
could be the
while I
truth.
give you my prediction. Because honestly, you know, just because anyone can say whatever the fuck and say that's truth, I'm going to say 6-0.
Like Messi.
Hold that. You lost the title the day that you came to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. You like that absolute? You don't, because it's not proven. It's still a lot of time to figure those things out. And that's what I love about life, is that people walk it and they say, oh, I saw the sky is blue, there's a bird in the tree, and they're all singing and la-di-da. But you know what? Some people don't see the world like that. They see it all flipping upside down. So that's fun. And that's what the beautiful part about this is. But Saad, 6-0. How about that? That's not even my actual prediction,
Yeah,
but you know what?
you
That's
know
the
what?
truth. I got the
6-0,
crystal
yeah,
ball that
it
Ash
didn't
sent me
sound-
from
it
Amazon.
didn't sound-
I rubbed it and it said 6-0 Tottenham Hotspur. So there you go.
So what
I
is
like
your
how he
actual
got rattled
prediction?
so much that he had to.
Yeah. I can't lie. Jacob got rattled
Because
there.
initially
But,
he was calm, he was composed, and then he's like, crystal ball 6-0. I was like, okay.
bro,
we got
right
it.
at the end of the show, bro, I was like, you
We
know
got
what? Bro,
Look,
the switch.
my
the
actual
switch-
And
prediction
listen,
is
son,
this.
Like, yo.
if you have a good editor,
No, I've
make
been
sure you
dealing
remove,
with it. Is what it is.
remove all the context he added. Don't remove the context when he said, "Oh, it's not
Just
my
add
prediction."
it.
Just
That's a
put
good
this
one, yeah.
6-0 and just put it out there.
No. So what it
100%, guys
is
record
is
that, bro.
is
Guys
there's
record
past there's past shit with it's Spurs fans specifically that piss me off the most. So when other fans do what the Spurs fans do that make me so mad, it's like I get really triggered. So Ash, you did get a lot of aggression that's not necessarily meant for you. I just thought it was funny you did something that they do, and then I was like, so I do apologize about my aggression.
Nah, man.
My actual prediction is 3-2 Tottenham. It's going to be a very tight one. It's actually going to be very close. I think you will get 2 goals on us on the counter. We will get cut open because we will show moments of uncreativity in the final third, but it is just that. We're going to control the game. We're going to, if we hopefully, I pray, we take our chances. Because if we could do that, we create enough, we just don't finish it. We don't capitalize on it. We buy the girl drinks all night. She loves it. She gives us her phone number, but then we don't go home with her. At the end of the day, it was unsuccessful. We got the number though, but we didn't get the end result. So I'll also say this. Brendan Johnson, please don't start. He is a 15-minute impact player. That's the most you can ask for him. And then I'll also say this. The less Timo Werner, the better. But they told me we signed the French Pele, so I really think we're going to be cooking. And everyone talking about set-piece goals, you're a liar. We haven't conceded 1 set-piece goal all season. What are you talking about?
That will change. Anyway,
Maybe.
listen.
Maybe.
Big up to Jacob.
Hey, big up, everybody. Make
Hold
sure
on,
you hit the
hold
likes.
on. You can't go
Uh-oh.
anywhere yet. The super chats, bro. The super chats. First of all,
Okay.
Deji got added. So first super chat from Faisal. Big up Faisal says, Deji, don't let that 17-year-old kid shine there. and
If
he's
he
talking about
starts.
Ethan Wanyeri, bro. Apparently, I'm hearing he might
I'd be
start, bro.
surprised if they bring him on.
I'm hearing that he start.
I don't think he
Apparently.
starts, in my opinion.
If he starts, I'm just gonna say the poor kid. I think there's other games that he should come into. There's too much riding on this game for
I
Arteta.
agree.
But Arteta is a madman. If he does that, you deserve what happens next.
And if we win, is he a mastermind?
You won't win with him.
No, if we win though, is he a mastermind? If he has a good
No,
performance,
it's not. Like I said, if Tottenham
Yeah.
lose this game this weekend, it's because we lost it, not because of you.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. And Jacob, just before you go, my brother, thank you very much for sticking by. He says, Jacob, let these clowns know it's Big Ange country, son.
Hey, you already know, Finney, my G. You already know it's Big Ange country season. You done strolled into the wrong part of town, partner. And what you're gonna find is something you don't want and something you didn't ask for,
I
but
hope
you're
this
gonna
energy
get no
lasts
matter
all
what
season.
you ask. Now you're gonna go. We're gonna send your ass packing. You're gonna go visit old Antonio Conte in old Pizzaville. You can get yourself some spaghetti. All right, get yourself a nice Italian Caesar salad. I believe Caesar salads are from there. I'm running out of food items, but we're gonna send your ass packing there with a sore ass, and you're gonna go to Atalanta. They're gonna take care of you too, just like they did Liverpool, because they are superior to you as well. And then what you're gonna do is go to City, and they're gonna put the old whipped cream on top of the ice cream scoops that I just aforementioned. So I'll leave you with that beautiful, beautiful visual of an Italian caprese spaghetti Sunday of just Arsenal tears. I'm here for it because I've got the clips, I've got the time codes, all the Sod Football Corner links are in my notes. I've been keeping notes. I will be like, hey Sod, remember this? I did it. Waffle, waffle, waffle. Hey Hooks, remember this? Waffle, waffle, waffle. He's probably gonna be behind bars by then, and they're gonna call him halftime crooks. I promise you. I called him a crook the moment I met him. I knew he was scurvy like a pirate at sea. I just done, something about him. He's a halftime crook. Why only halftime? Why not full time? How about that? Because you're half-assed and you're Arsenal. That's why.
I
Because
cannot
big up,
wait.
everybody.
Because that's all we need to beat,
listen,
guys.
I cannot wait to see the robe, bro. Like the robe is gonna, and this one, bro, it's gonna hit sweet, bro. Like the purest fruit you've ever tasted, bro. When that robe comes out and you see the little Spurs badge on it, you know what I mean? You see the hood up.
Hey,
bro, you
Angus,
ready?
been talking to me all stream, bro. I don't know who you are. You are an NPC, dog. Stay in your lane, which is in the side. All right? Let the driver stay in the road. All right?
Hey, big up Angus,
Fucking
man. My
loser.
guy, bro. Too good. Who's that? Is
Angus,
that Saka,
Angus
yeah?
is always on his
Yeah.
knees. He's always on his knees. You really are
Bruh.
weird, Jake. I don't give a fuck what you think. How about that? Suck one. What do they say?
Saad, you need to
Suck
read
your
the next
mom.
super chat.
That's what I heard yesterday. Suck your
La
mum.
ilaha illallah,
That's what they
la
said
ilaha
on my stream.
Hey,
There you
listen,
go.
Angus,
Clip that up.
listen,
Suck
big up
your
to
mum.
Angus. Big up to Angus.
Yeah,
Match
Angus.
Day Guru. By the way,
All right.
big
Hey,
up,
hit the like though, Angus. You fucking
big up,
loser.
bro. We're just gonna end off our predictions here, bro. Sorry, guys, because I know it's gone over because I was late. But we'll just quickly end this off. Actually, yeah. Let's just quickly do predictions and get out of here. I was gonna say, do you want to do combined 11, but that's gonna get into a whole freaking half an hour section.
I've already given
I
it
don't
to you.
think
It's fine.
anybody's-
Just Son,
I don't think anybody's
Madison,
got.
Bissouma, done. Is Bissouma even fit to play, by the way?
Brother, if we get into it,
But Odegaard,
Bassuma's been.
he's not fully ruled out. They're checking him. He's 50-50.
If he's out, then only Son and Madison get in. But it's fine. We'll go to predictions. It's okay.
Yeah, let's go because that's gonna take about half an hour, bro. Just on the centre backs. So let's just
Or 3 minutes if Deji wants to be logical. But let's move. It's okay. Predictions.
listen, because you're gonna set Deji off and then that's it. It's gonna go off. You know what I mean?
He's
So
never
let's
gonna come back.
match day guru says Deji. There will be penetration in the location on Sunday.
Domination in the location. Arsenal fans, including Ash, have already conceded that you will have less ball possession than Spurs. So we're right. What we need now is just to penetrate. And once we do that, it's over for you guys.
You know what? I can't lie, yeah. On this whole thing, just before we got to predictions, just because I haven't really said much because I've tried to just be the host and let everybody else do their thing.
Been a great host.
Yeah. Listen, I tried to just be as just allow the people to talk. Do you know what I mean? But just quickly on that, listen, I think genuinely we will give you the possession. I don't think that Tottenham ever demand possession off of us or take it off of us by force. I think that we actually give them the possession. We say, listen, we don't want to give you guys
That's
the
not your
ball.
natural style of play. You do know that, yeah?
No, I completely understand, but against certain teams, we do that. Against certain teams, we will give away the possession. We don't need the ball. We will hit you on the counter. We've done it against Man City plenty of times, and we've done it against Spurs plenty of times. So I'm used to it. I'm completely expecting to go into this game with Tottenham having majority of the ball, making chances. But I'm going for my team, and I'm expecting my team to actually create the chances, the more bigger chances, and be clinical and score them. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. But listen, I'll start off with my prediction here. I'm going to get my prediction in, which is a 2-1 to Arsenal. I believe that Son Heung-min will score. I think he's the most clinical player on your team. And I believe that Saka and
Most
Havertz.
clinical player on both teams. Let's get it right.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can
Yeah,
compare him and
there's another fact that you can kind of
we
hold.
can-
Saka. I would say Saka's
we
more
can
clinical.
compare him and Saka.
It's
We
not
can
more
compare him
clinical
and
than
Saka.
Son. If you ever say that, you're a madman.
Not a madman. He
We
scores as
can
much.
go search up the score
Don't search it.
percentage. We can
Son
go
is
score up
more
the
clinical
percentage,
than
the
Saka.
percentage of
Are
shots
you guys
converted.
crazy?
The shots converted.
Are you guys smoking Budgie Banton? Are you smoking some Budge?
Okay, halas. Let's just leave Son. Let's just, you know what I mean. He's a legend of Tottenham Hotspur. Like all of them, they haven't won anything. But anyway, I'm gonna do 2-1. I think Son will score against us, but I think that Havertz and Saka are gonna have, like last time we came to this ground last season, bro. Saka and Havertz. Do you know what I mean? Just connection was there, bro. The connection was there. Do you know what I mean? There was. Yeah, there was beautiful passing.
With no midfield.
Yep. Yeah, I actually think with the
And no
missing
Ben
players,
Davis, by the way. No Ben
I
Davis.
I think with the missing players that we have, Odegaard and Rice missing, I actually think we might be a bit more out there, bro. I think we might actually attack way more than we did before. We won't be as reserved as we normally are. Which, listen, it's risk and reward. Do you know what I mean? So high risk, high reward. So I'm all up for that. But listen, big up to everybody who has tuned in, man. I'm gonna go for a 2-1. Make sure you're smashing the like button, guys. Deji, what's your score prediction for this one?
We're slapping you 3-1, bro. We're not going to touch the ball. And Madders will score because I think he's pumped for this game. Son always scores past Arsenal.
We saw the interview.
That's another fact for Ash to digest. And I think Solanke gets his first goal for Spurs. And what a game for him to do it. The one thing I can guarantee is that Spurs won't have a clean sheet. I think we've shown that we are not fully concentrated at the back. So I do bank on Arsenal getting a goal, and I bank on Havertz, strangely, to be the person to score that goal. But we are slapping you 3-1. And just so you know, when we do win on the weekend, we will be above you in the league table. Hold that, Ash, as another fact for after the game.
Wow. You know what? That is brilliant. That is brilliant. Ash, what's your prediction gonna be?
I mean, I said my prediction yesterday 3-1. I'm gonna stick to it. I think Son could potentially get some lucky penalty. I mean, he's been stinking up the gaff the last 2 years there. When he played at his ground against Arsenal, he's done nothing. Last season he did nothing. Scored a lucky penalty. The season before that, nothing as well. But somehow he'll get a dodgy goal, and I think we'll get 3 goals. I think we'll be winning 2-1, and then probably last minute when they're playing their suicidal high line, we'll get a Trossard dagger or a Martinelli dagger, whoever's playing on the left at the time. So 3-1 for me.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll be there. We'll be there.
Well, listen, this has been quite an eventful stream, man. We actually, I believe we hit just off natural viewers. I think we hit nearly like 90 viewers, so I was kind of happy with that, guys. So I appreciate everybody who has tuned in, man. Everybody who has
Deji and Jacob effect,
man.
bro.
Yeah, bro. Listen, Deji and Jacob came in, bro. They were, you know what I mean. When you get superstars like yourselves, guys, you know what I mean, bro.
Superstars. It's
listen, we have to.
Pleasure debating, sad, bro. It's been big. We'd love to come back. But you know, Ash, you know, you talked a lot about facts, and you know, I'll be coming for you, and I'll be name dropping you this weekend if the results
I
go
can't
my
wait.
way. So
I can't lie.
Can't wait.
Monday,
get ready to go viral, my guy. Get ready to
Bruh,
go.
yeah, exactly. Look, that's
Deji,
what I was trying to say. Even
Monday.
if we lose the game, Deji will put me on the map. So hey, it's fine, bro. Like I'm winning anyways. It's a win-win.
Oh
My
man,
brother.
but listen. Big ups to everybody who has tuned in, man. Big ups to everybody who has watched. Make sure you're smashing the like button. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel as well if you haven't already, guys. Links will be in the description. I'm going to put them in now for the boys. So make sure to go over there and subscribe to each of their channels. Definitely some hard workers as well, man. You can, as you can see, man. You know, Deji, you've seen him everywhere, bro. This guy's doing like 4 streams a day, bro. He was active for this fixture. He was active. He was like, bro. And he just put out a message, bro, across the whole football, Twitter, everything. And he said, guys, I'm free. I'm taking bookings. Just give me the time and the day. I will make it.
There. I'm looking at the mic. I'm there.
You're a legend, Deji, man. You're a legend. But listen, guys, like I said, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to subscribe. I'm going to send you guys over to Don Hussam. Make sure to go over there and smash the like button. And guys, just you know what to do, bro. Yeah, I need you to go there and type this in. Yeah, just type this in. It's just simple. It is just that simple. London is red. That's all you have to go and type in, and that's it. I'm happy, man. Yeah, love
It's
people.
Hassam. You could have also put Atalanta. That would have triggered him too.
To be honest, we're coming up against them. I don't want to jinx myself.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to jinx myself, bro. We're playing
hear you, I hear
Atalanta,
you.
bro. We do it Atalanta. I'm gonna get freaking
I
done.
hear you.
But listen, guys, London is red. Make sure to get that done right now, guys. I'll see you on the next one, people. Peace out. Love for the love. Peace. Peace.